I'm Madeline Heath here in Helena, and coming up, the destruction of barns, homes, and properties following Wednesday's windstorm.
I'm Joey Bianconi in Helena. Coming up, I'm going to show you how crews are taking care of tree damage after Wednesday's powerful windstorm.
From Montana's news leader, this is MTN News at 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the News at 5. I'm Marian Davidson. Thanks for joining us. Well, the winds have died down, but now people are busy cleaning up. Crews are out, getting power back on, picking up downed trees, and people are taking stock of the damage to their homes and on properties. Yesterday, some schools closed early to let kids out for safety reasons, but today, most schools are back to their normal schedules. And speaking of damage, for most people, home is a safe place, but after yesterday's strong wind, there was a lot of damage to homes and buildings across the Helena area. MTN's Madeline Heath takes us to a barn that was damaged and a home without a roof.
Much of the Helena area saw wind gusts of over 80 miles per hour on Wednesday, leaving homes and structures without power and some without roofs and walls.
That was horrendous. That was terrible.
A feeling Mary Mills has never experienced from her 12 years in her Helena Valley neighborhood.
Then I looked and I saw his roof go flying off, and it hit the side of her house there.
Neighbors rallied together and parked a truck on top of the roof to hold it down until the wind dies down. But the crumbled roof is not the only thing the wind left behind.
It was just filling every place, all the debris. And I thought, oh my gosh.
A neighborhood covered in mounds of insulation from a house with no roof. And over off of Lincoln Road, another structure saw severe damages.
It was lifting the whole barn up off its side.
The Monroe family rushed to the barn to get all of their valuables out and make sure their animals and neighbors were safe.
Felt like we were just being sandblasted.
Deb Monroe and her husband say this is the worst wind they've endured in their 20 years on their property.
Spent the morning picking up 24-foot sheets of metal, 3 neighbors down.
And although many in the community have lost so much in the storm, the damage has brought the community together.
That tree just came down on top of a truck that was driving.
And then, you get all these people that within 15, 20 minutes are at your house. Everybody's trying to help you and help you save everything you worked your whole life for.
Reporting in Helena, Madeline Heath, MTN News.
Now it's time for First Weather with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz, and what a difference a day makes.
Yeah. Statewide destruction yesterday, much calmer conditions today.
Still though, people without power, lots of people.
And it got cold last night, especially up in the northeast part of the state. Well, we got a little break from the wind, but the wind is going to come back, and we've got parts of the state that are under a high wind warning.
How high is that wind?
Not nearly as strong as what we experienced yesterday across the state. Let's take a look at some of these final numbers here. Of course, just a brutal wind event across the state. 104 mile an hour gusts just west of Bynum at the reservoir there. East Glacier, just south of East Glacier Park, 101 miles per hour out around Fort Peck. I mean, this is statewide. Dillon, 97. Helena, so the National Weather Service updated that, 91 mile per hour gust in Helena. Yep. Browning at 91, Havre at 90, Fort Belknap 88, Lodgepole 87, Townsend just west of town there 85, and Cup Bank 84 miles an hour. Here's the high wind warning. Rocky Mountain Front, East Glacier area, Liberty, Toole counties. Not Helena, but it does include Great Falls, down through the Judith Gap area, into parts of southeast Montana. Also have a winter weather advisory, winter storm warning down there around Yellowstone Park. This was just about everybody today having to deal with some trees down. We are wind weary, and we've got another wind event coming through tomorrow. TGIF, but we've got rain and snow and some of that wind. I'm going to say it's a good game weather-wise. You know what I'm talking about. I'll have more coming up.
Crews across the state are still hard at work repairing damage. In Helena, emergency services got a whole lot of calls about downed trees. MTN's Joey Bianconi shows us how tree professionals are helping with the cleanup effort.
After Wednesday's powerful windstorm that knocked down many trees in the Helena area, crews are hard at work to help community members clean up the damage. Christopher Smith and his team are one of many tree companies around Helena assessing and removing damaged trees. He received around 40 calls for assistance so far and knows how important it is to respond with urgency in situations like this.
And then you see these trees on the houses and stuff, and I know that I can get in there with my equipment and get these trees safely off houses.
In high wind events that cause widespread tree damage, special equipment is usually needed, like bucket trucks and grapple trucks, to get trees away from structures safely and efficiently. Karen Scow was one homeowner that lost multiple trees in her yard. She is saddened by the loss of her trees, but is relieved to see the work that Smith and his team accomplished.
My kids grew up with those trees. I grew up with those trees. And so, yes, it was very disheartening to see them go. But for safety concerns, I am grateful they're gone now.
In the same neighborhood, one home has a tree leaning directly on its roof. Another tree is being held up only by a power line. Smith says Helena's tree companies are all working together to help everyone who needs it.
I mean, there's a lot of good tree companies here in town, so we're all gonna, get everything done that we can and help everybody out.
But the most important thing that communities around Montana can do is help out your neighbors.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Reporting in Helena, Joey Bianconi, MTN News.
Lewis and Clark County issued an emergency declaration yesterday. The county issues these declarations when conditions will likely impact lives, livelihoods, and property. It acknowledges that all resources were called out to assist and to try and reduce further damage. To put things in a little bit of perspective here, the last emergency declaration the county issued was for the Horse Gulch fire in July 2024.
It also frees up the availability for resources from the state or the feds if we need to. We've been in touch with our state partners, collaborating with them about what resources are available and what we might need. So it makes that process much easier.
Crews are out working to restore power, fix down lines, and clear fallen trees, but people should still keep an eye out for damaged trees and know that power lines may appear dead, but they can be re-energized as repairs happen up the line. Governor Greg Gianforte has issued an executive order declaring a severe weather disaster after yesterday's windstorm. The order cites the serious damage in communities across the state, as well as the snow and freezing temperatures expected in the coming days. Gianforte pointed to cities and counties that have already declared emergencies on the local level and said the State Emergency Coordination Center is fully activated and expecting to hear from more local governments soon. The executive order allows the administration to use state resources to protect health and safety and preserve lives, property, and resources. Yesterday was one of the busiest days in recent memory for first responders in Lewis and Clark County. How busy, you ask? Well, more than 1,000 calls poured into the City County 911 Center. MTN's Evan Charney reports.
Being a first responder means answering the call, no matter what the conditions are, even like the ones behind me here. During Wednesday's historic windstorm, that commitment was put to the test all across Helena.
I've lived in the valley my whole life, and yesterday was probably one of the worst wind events that we've ever had.
It was all hands on deck. Truck bays were empty and stations quiet as every available first responder was out in the field helping where they could. Volunteers stepped away from their day-to-day responsibilities to respond to calls that just kept coming in one after another. The West Valley Fire Chief says it's all a part of the job.
That's what drives most of our volunteer firemen, is trying to give back to the community and support our community in a time of need.
Helena Fire was also one of the responding agencies. Officers off duty came in to help with the overwhelming number of calls, where a busy day for them is around 20, and yesterday's they had around 75.
It was a very, very busy day, but between dispatch and the amount of calls that they handled, the communication we had, things went really darn well.
The Lewis and Clark County Dispatch Center made history, and the numbers tell the story. They received over 1,000 calls, 300% higher than the daily average, and responded to a record 506 of them.
It was hectic. We're pretty much fighting for our lives at that point in time.
While there were no injuries reported from the winds, damage across town was catastrophic, with calls ranging from downed power lines to vehicles rolling over on the highway to trees falling everywhere.
I know I had a call where somebody while he was driving, had a tree fall on his car while he was driving.
Many volunteered to come in on their day off, skipped breaks, and did whatever they could to help the public.
So we just had to kind of come up collectively with a solution. You just have to keep going.
First responders say the work is far from over as damage assessments continue. They're thanking dispatchers and emergency crews for their around-the-clock efforts, and they're asking the public to remain patient as the city continues cleanup and recovery. In Helena, Evan Charney, MTN News.
An update on power outages. Reports show many people in Lincoln, Missoula, Ravalli, and Jefferson counties, along with other parts of the state, are still without power. Northwestern Energy says they have restored power to over 35,000 customers. But today, we also learned a transmission went down near Helena, requiring a number of Northwestern's linemen to the site. Lincoln Volunteer Fire Rescue took to social media to alert community members that they may be without power for another day. They have asked people to help one another out and to also maybe help each other with shelter if someone is unable to stay in their own home due to the outages.